Hey everyone, so this little video is to supplement the one about the tropical storm Hermine that we had a couple of weeks ago. So here's some storm footage, and this was taken on a Wednesday. Now it was already raining the previous day on Tuesday, and outside of the window where Casey's office is, there are these birds that have been hanging around, baby birds, two of them, and a mother bird, and they happen to be doves. Now, when it started to rain, they hunkered down and kind of were hiding behind the shed and between that and the office. And unfortunately, he kept going out and checking on them, and they weren't going anywhere. They were just sitting there getting soaking wet. And they looked really sad, and the mother was nowhere around. So at the end of the workday, he decided to scoop these little guys up and bring them home. So we decided to shelter them through the storm, and here's some footage of them and how it went. And here they are. They are hunkered down, drying off in our shower. Now, our dove chicken usually stays in the shower, but now that she's older, we actually don't put her in here very much anymore. So we thought it was the perfect place to contain them overnight, or for the next couple of days at least, until the storm is past.
Hi, chicken. Hi, chicken. Cutie. Let's see how the chicken littles are. Chicken littles. Little chicken littles. Oh, that's a little chicken little, all right. I guess they're drying up. They're drying off from the tropical storm outside. She's still a little quiet. I wonder if she's hurt. He's very active.
Alright, so we kept these two little guys for Tuesday night and all day Wednesday. Now, unfortunately, they really wouldn't eat. We gave them the same seeds we give our other dove, but they didn't touch them. And then the weather was cleared up by Thursday morning, so we put them in this bird cage, and we drove them on back down to the spot where we found them. We figured, well, we'll let them go, and we'll see how they do, if they fly away or if the mom's still around or what.
Letting them go. Hey, this way. Yeah, come take your sister. Good fly. No. You go the other way.
So shortly after we released them, the one that seemed stronger and more active actually flew away. He stayed in the area for a little while, but then he actually took off and he flew further away. And then this one little one right here just sat here all the rest of the day. The weather started getting bad again. It started raining again. And so Casey decided to scoop her back up and bring her back home. So at this point, she hadn't eaten now for at least 2, if not 3 days that we know of, and she really didn't seem very active like the other one. So we tried to give her food just like we had done with our little chicken when we first brought her home. After a little trial and error, we were able to get a little bit of food down her, and so we were happy that she started to eat at least. And we were hoping the fact that we already have our chicken dove, that our little nugget dove would kind of feel more at home and more comfortable and maybe follow in chicken's lead. And Casey was such a patient, gentle dove daddy, and he finally got her to eat a little bit more, and we think that after that she actually started to pep up.
That's probably enough for now, man.
Now that was on Thursday night, and here she is on Friday. She figured it all out and she just jumped right in the bowl, just like Chicken used to do. And here's our little nugget just helping herself to some pureed dog food that also has a little sugar and some bird vitamins in it. So we ended up keeping her now for the next, let's see, I think that was Friday. So Saturday, we kept her until Saturday afternoon and fed her a couple of times during that and kept her warm and safe. Oh, and yes, dry, of course, too. That's important. And the whole time, our Baraka dog was probably saying, "Oh boy, not another one." And during the time that we had her, too, although she started eating and she started moving around and was acting really lively, she actually didn't necessarily seem happy. So, in comparison to our other dove, who's very affectionate and looks for us and wants to be near us, this dove, was willing to be cuddled by us and helped by us, but didn't really seem to want our affection specifically. She kind of actually looked sad and depressed. So we were hopeful that when we brought her back out again to where we had found her, that this time maybe she would reunite with her brother and her mother.
Okay, I got my video out, so. I don't know whether she's gonna
She can fly.
like it better or not.
She can fly.
That was the mom that I showed you the picture of, or the other sister? Sibling.
The sibling's gonna look more like this.
You gotta find good places to go, little nugget.
Yeah.
I was gonna say maybe keep her in the shade at least, because it is 90 degrees out.
Yep. Okay.
Should we just leave her for a while and check back in an hour?
Yeah, I mean, look, she
Okay.
made it through that one night of the storm when it was pouring rain.
Yeah,
It's supposed to be nice and dry for
Yep.
a few days.
and she said plenty of food.
We could just check on her every once in a while.
Yep, okay.
If she's gone,
Okay. Bye, Nugget. Good luck, Nugget.
she looks better than when we got her.
Yes, she does.
She's
Good job, Nugget. Well, she looks more lively right there than she did in the house. Oh. Is that a happy Nugget?
And the good news is that our little nugget seems to be perfectly fine. So we checked on her later in that evening and she was still hanging around in the same spot. And the following morning we actually saw her and what seemed like one just like her, so hopefully her sibling. And since we've seen several times now up on the wires a pair of doves that look exactly like these, so I think that we successfully helped her through the storm. And as always, happy RVing and happy RV adventures.